if you're looking for consistency in your shooting, you've got to tie in your peep sight properly. If you don't tie your peep sight in properly, it can move up and down the string, and then when you go to shoot, you'll be shooting high or low. Simple things like walking through the scrub and a piece of grass grabs your peep sight, it'll slide it down the string or up the string. Or even when you put your bow down on the ground and somebody kicks it, it can move the peep sight. Peep sight has to stay in the one spot all the time. It is extremely important. So today we're going to show you how to tie your peep sight in so that it will never move. Okay, let's get into it.
Now grab a 2-foot section of 3D serving or nylon serving.
Okay. So we'll start by putting the tag up in there and put it between the two colours. Put some glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And hold the tag up towards the top end of the bow and just go around one full turn. Sorry, hit the camera there. One full turn there on your other end, and then fold your tag back over down the string. Now we're going to go 6 full wraps around, and always keep your finger on so you can make sure you're not making any loose bits there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then keeping that long bit of string when you take it over each time. Make sure it's always nice and firm and tight. Once you've done 6 rounds, fold that tag back. Let me go another 1, 2. Righto, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go down this orange one here, only the orange one. So you can go through there, through the center there. Again, make sure you're still keeping this nice and firm. You're going to go all the way down there until you meet the peep sight. Try and keep this part here all evenly spaced, and make sure it's definitely nice and tight. You don't want it moving. If I'd washed my hands first, my string wouldn't be getting all dirty. There are other ways of tying your peep sight in. This is just a good way of doing it, and it means your peep sight will not move ever. If you want to move it, you got to undo all of this. So there is another way that I can show you to tie a peep sight in. We use it all the time in the shop here, just in case, especially on new bows, because if people are buying a new bow and they haven't been shooting a lot before, they don't know where their peep sight's going to be. So we need to have a way of being able to move it, slide it up and down the string a little bit. They can always come in here and get it done again, but some people live out on cattle stations or out west somewhere, and it's just too far for them to keep on coming in. But this way, if you know your peep sight's in the right spot, then this way is a good way to do it, so it will never move. Okay, so once you've gotten down to your peep, we want to run it around 2 or 3 times. So 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Now what we're going to do is going to come down the other side here now. So to make it easier, what you can do is you can roll that over and then just keep on going the same way like we were before. You got to keep it rolled over. Let's try that anyway. Save us going up the other way. And just keep on going through it. Your eyes need to be pretty good for this. Going in and out of these bloody strings all the time, I tell you. And you might think I've got too big a piece of serving here too, by the way, but it's really not. I know it keeps getting in the way and it's difficult to move through the string all the time, but it's you'll be surprised how much you actually use doing this. You'll also notice I started with that peep sight turned over the other way, but with the way that I've got the camera sitting there, it's works out a little bit more difficult doing it that way. So it's when you do it, you won't have a camera sitting there, I don't think, so you probably find it a lot easier doing it the other way. But this is how I'm going to put up with it for now, doing it this way. And we'll just hit the camera. Like I said, it's a bit close and a bit hard to do it with the camera sitting there, but if it's not there, you won't be able to see what's actually going on. Okay, so once we get down that far, next we need to go around both lots of the strings there. Again, nice and tight. So pull it firm and have the string butt up right next to itself there. We'll go around there 3 or 4 times. Okay, so you can see we've got that sitting there. Now what we do is we get a loop, we go back over that side, and then we come back through the loop, and we keep on going the same way another 7 rounds. This is going to be our part where we do the end of our serving. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so once you've done that, lay the tag going back up the bow, and we're going to run this loop back this way again and keep it all nice and tight. Okay, so you'll see we're coming off this section here and on this section. Okay, and keep nice and firm the whole way. And that's the last one. Now it's important that you keep this nice and tight. Grab this tag that was in there and just give it a quick jerk and start pulling it through. Keep your finger here nice and tight on that string so you don't get any loose bits, and then last bit just pull it nice and fast there. Okay, and then once you've done that, you can cut those 2 tags off. So you can cut that tag off there. Better put the glass on again, don't want to be cutting me string. Cut that tag off, and then the first tag that we had, we'll cut that off as well. Okay, now if you have any bits left over, you can get a lighter and just burn those bits that you have left over, but be really careful not to burn your string. The amount of people we have come into the shop and we have to replace strings because they've gone to burn the tag and they've burnt the actual string. So I'll grab the camera now and I'll show you how that looks. Hang on. Okay, you can see that looks pretty damn good there. And your peep sight will not move. Like I said, if you need it moved, you're going to have to undo all that. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That's how we keep on making these videos. And hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.